Hello guys. I was playing with makeup and that's why my eyebrows are blue and my lips are blue and I have a blue mole. But today we're doing something very exciting. Probably only exciting for me, but I've always wanted to start or be in a book club. So I'm just gonna read to you because I love reading and I actually need to know this information as well. I want to reread this book, so why not do it together? I also have heard that reading and listening at the same time helps processing. So if you happen to have this book and want to pull it out and read while I speak, you are also welcome to do so. I'm just going to read the first few chapters and hopefully week by week or a couple times a week go through it. Because the chapters are pretty short on here and they're pretty quick. Like the first chapter is just like 1 page or 2 pages, but I think the introduction is long. So let me see if I can summarize this. It basically, okay, so Ask and It Is Given is written by Esther and Jerry Hicks, and it's about the teachings of Abraham, and Abraham is essentially like a download that I think Esther receives, or Jerry. I don't know. I forgot. I'm not going to read through the whole introduction right now. It's been a while since I read it. But one of them receives downloads of consciousness and its teachings from this like otherworldly entity that knows everything about consciousness and life and is hoping to communicate to the human race through Esther what we need to fulfill our purpose, like live our highest lives, live our best lives. And this book, thank goodness, even if it is just her own subconscious mind blurting out this information, this book has changed my life. It has changed so many people's lives around me too. Like the hoodie that I'm wearing is Alchemy by my friend Mai. She also, I think she said she has 7 copies of this book. I put my friend Larry onto this book and he loves it and it is just incredible. So I have to read it to you, okay? But whenever I refer to Abraham, it's this like, it's like a community from another, it's like a community from another dimension. Abraham is like a consciousness from another dimension. Don't know how to explain that. Probably could have just read you the introduction, but we're just gonna begin. Get comfy, put your PJs on, or whatever. Listen while you're doing your makeup. We're getting ready. Okay. Chapter 1, The Power of Feeling Good Now. We are called Abraham, and we are speaking to you from the non-physical dimension. Of course, you must understand that you also have come forth from the non-physical dimension, so we are not so different from one another. Your physical world has come forth from the projection of the non-physical. In fact, you and your physical world are extensions of the non-physical source energy. In this non-physical realm, we do not use words, for we do not require language. We also do not have tongues with which to speak or ears with which to hear, although we do communicate perfectly with one another. Our non-physical language is one of vibration, and our non-physical communities or families are those of intention. In other words, we radiate that which we are, vibrationally, and others of like intent assemble. This is also true of your physical world, although most of you have forgotten that this is so. Abraham is a family of non-physical beings naturally assembled by our powerful intention to remind you, our physical extensions, of the laws of the universe that govern all things. It is our intention to help you remember that you are extensions of source energy, that you are sorry about that. You're extensions of source energy. That you are blessed, loved beings, and that you have come forth into this physical time-space reality to joyously create. All who are physically focused have non-physical counterparts. There is no exception to that. All who are physically focused have access to the broader perspective of that which is non-physical. There is no exception to that. But most physical beings have become so distracted by the physical nature of your planet that you have developed a strong patterns of resistance that thwart your clear connection to your own source. It is our intention to help those who are asking to remember that connection. While all physical humans have access to the clear communication from the non-physical, most are not consciously aware of it. And often, even when you are aware that it is possible, you hold habits of thought that act as resistance, hindering your ability to consciously interact. However, on occasion, a clear channel of communication opens and we are able to convey our understanding vibrationally to someone who can clearly receive it and translate it, and that is what is happening here through Esther. We offer our knowing vibrationally in a way that is similar to what you understand as radio signals, and Esther receives those vibrations and translates them into the physical word equivalent. There are not, however, adequate physical words to convey our satisfaction and joy in being able to offer our knowing to you in this way at this time. It is our powerful desire that you be pleased with where you are right now, in this moment, no matter where you are. We understand how strange these words must sound to you if you are standing in a place that seems far from where you want to be. But it is our absolute promise to you that when you understand the power of feeling good now, no matter what, you will hold the key to the achievement of any state of being, any state of health, any state of wealth, or any state of anything that you desire. These pages are specifically written to give you a better understanding of yourself and everyone else around you. And you may find some of that helpful, but words really do not teach. Your true knowledge comes from your own life experience. And while you will be a constant gatherer of experience and knowledge, your life is not only about that. It's about fulfillment, satisfaction, and joy. Your life is about the continuing expression of who you truly are. You only hear what you are ready to hear. We are talking to you at many levels of your awareness, all at the same time, but you will only receive whatever you are now ready to receive. Everyone will not get the same thing from this book, but every reading of this book will net you something more. This is a book that will be read many times by those who understand its power. It is a book that will help physical beings understand their relationship to God and all that they really are. This is a book that will help you understand who you really are, who you have been, where you are going, and all that you continue to be. This book will help you understand that you never, ever get it done. It will help you understand your relationship with your history and your future, but most important, it'll awaken within you your awareness of the potency that is your powerful now. You will learn how you are the creator of your own experience and why all of your power is in your now. And ultimately, this book will lead you to an understanding of your own emotional guidance system and to an understanding of your vibrational set point. Here you will find a series of processes that will assist you in reconnecting with the non-physical part of yourself, processes that will help you in achieving more than you desire, or achieving anything you desire. And as you apply these processes, and as your memory awakens to the powerful laws of the universe, your naturally joyful zest for life will return. That's chapter 1. So I also want to mention, when it says God, it doesn't mean it in like a relationship. I mean in a religious sense. It means, like in a lot of spiritual books, it refers to the universe as God, or as source energy as God. It might elaborate that in the book already, but I do want you to know I'm not trying to convert you or anything, okay? I think chapter 2 and 3 are really short as well, so I'm going to read those as well. We are keeping our promise to you. We are reminding you of who you are. Do you know what you want? Do you know that you are the creator of your own experience? Are you enjoying the evolution of your desire? Do you feel the freshness of a new desire pulsing within you? If you are among the rare humans who answered, yes, I'm enjoying the evolution of my desire. I feel wonderful as I stand in this place, where many things that I desire have not yet to come, then you understand who you are and what this physical life experience is really all about. But if you are, as most humans are, feeling unhappy about your unfulfilled desires, if you have a desire for more money, but you find yourself in a continual state of shortage, if you are not satisfied with your job situation, but you feel stuck and can't see any way of improving it, if your relationships are not satisfying, or if the dream relationship that you have desired for as long as you can remember continues to be just out of reach, if your body does not feel or look the way you would like, then there are some very important and rather easy to understand things that we would like to convey to you here. We want to give you this information because we want you to find your way to all things that you desire. But that is really only a small part of our reason, for we understand that even when you have achieved everything on your current list of things that you desire, there will be another list, even longer and more expansive, to take its place. So this book is not being written to assist you in getting everyone that you want checked off your list, for we understand the impossible nature of that endeavor. We write this book to reawaken within you your memory of the power and inevitable success that pulses through the core of that which you really are. We write this book to assist you in returning you to your place of optimism, positive expectation, and expanding joy, and to remind you that there is nothing that you cannot do, be, or have. We write this book because we promised you we would. And now, as you hold this book in your hands, you are completing a promise you made as well. You said, I will live in joy. You said, I will go forth into the physical time-space reality among other beings, and I will assume an identity with a clear and specific perspective. I will learn to see myself from that point of view, and I will enjoy being seen as that point of view. You said, I will observe what surrounds me, and my response to what I observe will cause my own valuable personal preferences to be born. You said, I will know the value of my preferences. I will know the value of my perspective. And then you said, and this is the most important part of all, I will always feel the power and value of my own personal perspective, for the non-physical energy that creates worlds will flow through my decisions, my intentions, and my every thought, for the creation of that which I set into motion from my perspective. You knew then, before your physical birth, that you were source energy, specifically focused in this physical body, and you knew that the physical person you would become could never be separated from that which you came from. You understood then your eternal connection to that source energy. You said, I will love pouring myself into this physical body, into physical time-space reality, for that environment will cause me to focus that powerful energy that is me into something more specific. And in the specifics of that focus, there will be powerful motion forward and joy. We know who you are. So you came forth into this wonderful body, remembering the joyous, powerful nature that is you, knowing that you would always remember the splendor of the source from which you came from, and knowing that you can never lose your connection to that source. So now, here we are, helping you remember that no matter how you may feel right now, you cannot lose your connection to the source. We are here to help you remember the powerful nature that is you, and assist you in returning to that confident, joyful, always looking for something else wonderful to turn your attention to person that is you. Since we know who you are, we will easily help you remember who you are. Since we are where you came from, we will easily remind you where you have come from. Since we know what you desire, we will easily guide you to help yourself to that which you desire. There is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have. We want you to remember that there is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have, and we want to assist you in achieving that. But we love where you are right now, even if you do not, because we understand how joyful the journey from where you are to where you want to go will be. We want to help you leave behind any perceptions you have picked along the way of your physical trail that are thwarting your joy and power. And we want to help you reactivate the powerful knowing that pulses within the very core of that which you are. So relax and enjoy this easy-paced journey to discovering who you really are. It is our desire, but by the time you reach the end of this book, you will know yourself as we know you, that you will love yourself as we love you, and that you will be enjoying your life as we are enjoying your life. 42 minutes, not too bad. Let's see how long chapter 3 is. I love it because whenever I read this book, it just felt like I could just sink into it. It felt like, okay, I don't have to do the mental work right now to rewire my mind. Like, this book is going to do it for me. Freaking thank goodness. It's just reminding me, like, that at the core of my being, I am love. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I can never be separated from it. Okay. Oh, cool. And it just like every single chapter felt like a relief. So that's what I really hope to give you here. Chapter 3 is not long. It's like 4 pages. You do create your own reality. Not so very long ago, our friends Jerry and Esther were introduced to this phrase. You are the creator of your own reality. They had discovered the Seth books by Jane Roberts. For them, it was both an exciting prospect and a troubling one. For like so many of our physical friends, they did desire creative control of their own experience, but they were plagued with some basic questions. Is it really all right for us to choose the reality that we create? And if it is appropriate for us to do so, how do we go about doing it? The basis of your life is absolute freedom. You were born with an innate knowing or innate knowledge that you do create your own reality. And in fact, that knowledge is so basic within you that when someone attempts to thwart your own creation, you feel an immediate discord within yourself. You were born knowing that you are the creator of your own reality, and although that desire to do so pulsed within you in a powerful way, when you began to integrate into your society, you began to accept much of the same picture that others held of the way that your life should unfold. But still, within you today lives the knowledge that you are the creator of your own life experience, that absolute freedom exists as the basis of your true experience, and that ultimately the creation of your life experience is absolutely and only up to you. You have never enjoyed someone else telling you what to do. You have never enjoyed being dissuaded from your own powerful impulses. But over time, with enough pressure from those who surrounded you and who seemed convinced that their practiced way was more valid than your way, and therefore ultimately better, you gradually began to release your determination to guide your own life. You often found it easier to just adapt to their ideas and what was best for you rather than trying to figure it out for yourself. But in all this adapting to your society's attempts to make you fit in, and in your own attempt to find less trouble, you have unwittingly relinquished your most basic foundation, your total and absolute freedom to create. You have not given up this freedom easily, however, and in fact, you can never truly release it, for it exists at the most basic tenet of your very being. Still, in your attempt to release it for the sake of getting along, or in your hopeless resignation that you have no other choice than to give up your powerful right to choose, you have gone crossways to your natural current and contrary to your very soul. No one else can create in your experience. This book is about your realignment with source energy. It is about your reawakening to the clarity, goodness, and power that is really who you are. It is written to assist you in consciously returning to the knowledge that you are free, and that you always have been free, and that you always will be free to make your own choices. There is no satisfaction in allowing someone else to attempt to create your reality. In fact, it is not even possible for anyone else to create your reality. Once you have realigned with eternal forces and universal laws, and with that which is really or truly the source of that which you are, then joyous creation beyond physical description awaits you. For you are the creator of your own experience, and there is such satisfaction in intentionally guiding your own life. You are eternal beings in physical form. You are eternal beings who have chosen to participate in this specific physical life experience for many wonderful reasons. And this time-space reality on planet Earth serves as a platform in which you are able to focus your perspective for the purpose of specific creation. You are eternal consciousness, currently in this wonderful physical body for the thrill and exhilaration of specific focus and creation. The physical being that you define as you stands on the leading edge of thought, while consciousness, which is really your source, pours through you. And in those moments of inexpressible elation, those are times when you are wide open and truly allowing your source to express through you. Sometimes you are fully allowing the nature of your being to flow through you, and sometimes you do not allow it to flow. This book is written to help you understand that you do have the ability to always allow your true nature to pour through you, and that as you learn to consciously allow your full connection with the you that is your source, your experience will be one of absolute joy.
By consciously choosing the direction of your thoughts, you can be in constant connection with source energy, with God, and with joy, and with all that you consider to be good. Absolute well-being is the basis of your universe. This part is like what got me about this book. Like, infinite well-being, like this literally saved me when I read it the first time. Well-being is the basis of this universe. Well-being is the basis of all that is. It flows to you and through you. You only have to allow it. Like the air you breathe, you only have to open, relax, and draw it into your being. This book is about consciously allowing your natural connection to the stream of well-being. It is about remembering who you really are so that you can get on with the creation of your life experience in the way you intended before you came forth into this physical body and into this magnificent leading edge experience, where you fully intended to express your freedom in endless, joyous, co-creative ways. Can you understand how much well-being is flowing to you? Do you understand how much orchestration of circumstances and events on your behalf is available to you? Do you understand how adored you are? Do you understand how the creation of this planet, the creation of this universe, fits together for the perfection of your experience? Do you understand how beloved you are, how blessed you are, how adored you are, and what an integral part of this creative process you are? We want you to. We want you to begin to understand the blessed nature of your being, and we want you to begin to look for the evidence of it, because we are showing it to you in every moment that you allow yourselves to see it. In the lining up of lovers, money, fulfilling experiences, and beautiful things for you to see, in the lining up of circumstances and events, and in the lining up of amazing co-creative experiences where you are rendezvousing with one another for no reason other than for the fantastically important reason of fulfilling, satisfying, and pleasing yourself and giving yourself joy in the moment. Your motion forward is inevitable. It must be. You cannot help but move forward. But you are not here on a quest to move forward. You are here to experience outrageous joy. That is why you are here. Gaggy, Gaget. Isn't that beautiful? Ugh, and it just gets better and better. Do I read the fourth one? 22 minutes. It's this many pages. It's 3 pages. Should I read it? Oh my God. Sorry, like my nose drips ever since I got a nose job. My eyebrows are blue. Let me just do it. Okay. How can I get there from here? Because I feel like you want to do that. Perhaps the question we hear most often from our physical friends is, why is it taking me so long to get what I want? It is not because you don't want enough. It is not because you are not intelligent enough. It is not because you are not worthy enough. It is not because fate is against you. It is not because someone else already won your prize. The reason you have not already gotten what you desire is because you are holding yourself in a vibrational holding pattern that does not match the vibration of your desire. That is the only reason ever. And an important thing for you to now understand is that if you will stop and think about it, or more important, stop and feel about it, you can identify your very discord. So now, the only thing you need to do is gently and gradually, piece by piece, release your resistant thoughts, which are the only disallowing factors involved. Your increasing relief will be the indicator that you are releasing resistance, just as your feelings of increased tension, anger, frustration, and so on have been your indicators that you have been adding to your resistance. Well-being is lined up outside your door. We want to remind you that the basic premise that must be understood before any of this will make sense to you. Well-being flows. Well-being wants you. Well-being is lined up outside your door. Everything you have ever desired, whether spoken or unspoken, has been transmitted by you vibrationally. It has been heard and understood by Source and has been answered. And now you are going to feel your way into allowing yourself to receive it, one feeling at a time. You are a physical extension of Source energy. You are an extension of Source energy. You are standing on the leading edge of thought. Your time-space reality was set into motion through the power of thought, long before it manifested in the physical form in which you see it now. Everything in your physical environment was created from non-physical perspective by that which you call Source. And just as Source created your world, and you through the power of focused thoughts, you are continuing to create your world from your leading edge place in this time-space reality. You and that which you call source are the same. You cannot be separated from source. Source is never separated from you. What we think of you, we think of source. What we think of source, we think of you. Source never offers a thought that causes separation from you. You cannot offer a thought that would cause total separation. Separation is actually too strong of a word, but you can offer thoughts that are different enough in vibrational nature to hinder your natural connection with source. We refer to that condition as resistance. The only form of resistance or hindrance of your connection to that which is source is offered by you from your physical perspective. Source is always fully available to you, and well-being is constantly extended to you. And often you are in the state of allowing this well-being, but sometimes you are not. We want to assist you in consciously allowing your connection more of the time to source. An extension of non-physical energy, as extensions of non-physical energy, you are taking thought beyond that which it has been before. And through contrast, you will come to conclusions or decisions. And once you align with your desire, the non-physical energy that creates worlds will flow through you, which means enthusiasm, passion, and triumph. That is your destiny. From the non-physical, you created you, and now from the physical, you continue to create. We all must have objects of attention, desires that are ringing our bells in order to feel the fullness of who we are flowing through us for the continuation of all that is. That desire is what puts eternalness in eternity. The evolutionary value of your personal preferences. Do not underestimate the value of your preferences, for the evolution of your planet depends on those of you on the leading edge of thought continuing to fine-tune your desires. And the contrast or variety in which you are standing provides the perfect environment for the formation of your personal preferences. As you are standing in the midst of contrast, new desires are radiating constantly to you in the form of vibrational signals that are received and answered by source. And in that moment, the universe is expanding. This book is not about expanding the universe or about source answering your every request or about your worthiness, for all of that is a given. This book is about putting yourself in a vibrational place of receiving all that you are asking for. The science of deliberate creation. We want to assist you in the deliberate realization of the things that your environment has inspired within you. For we want you to experience the exhilaration of joyously, consciously creating your own reality. You do create your own reality. No one else does. And you create your own reality even if you do not understand that you do so. For that reason, you often create by default. When you are consciously aware of your own thoughts and you are deliberately offering them, then you are the deliberate creator of your own reality. And that is what you intended when you made the decision to come forth into this body. Your desires and beliefs are just thoughts. Ask and it is given. You ask through your attention, through your wanting, through your desire. That is the asking. Whether you desire it to happen or you desire it not to happen, you are asking. You do not have to use your words. You just have to feel it in your being. I desire this. I adore this. I appreciate this, and so on. That desire is the beginning of all attraction. You never grow tired of expansion or of creation, for there is no ending to the new ideas of desire that follow. There's no ending to the new ideas of desires that flow. With every new idea of something that you would like to experience, possess, or know, will come its actualization or manifestation. And with that manifestation will also come a new perspective from that which you will desire. The contrast or variety never ends, so the sprouting forth of new desires will never end. And as that asking never ends, the answering never ceases to flow. And so, new perspectives will always be yours. New contrasts and new inspiring desires and perspectives will be laid out eternally before you. Once you relax into the idea that you will never cease to be, that new desires will constantly be born within you, and that source will never stop answering your desires, and that your expansion is therefore eternal, then you may begin to relax. If in this moment there is something that you desire that is not yet come into fruition, it is our desire that you become one who is happy with that which you are and with that which you have, while at the same time being eager for more. That is the optimal creative vantage point. To stand on the brink of what is coming, feeling eager, optimistic anticipation, with no feeling of impatience, doubt, or unworthiness, hindering the receiving of that. And that is the science of deliberate creation at best. The next chapter is going to be the simple basis of understanding makes it all fit together. So now that we're at 30 minutes, I'm just going to explain some things that maybe are not easily understood. So whenever it says contrast and variety, that really, oh my god, I think that was my first time sneezing in a video. When it says variety and contrast in life, and then that's where your desires come from, that kind of blew my mind the first time I read it. I was like, oh, that's why things I don't like, that's why they exist. It's so that I can realize what I want. That exists so I know for sure what I want and I can go after it. Because those things that I don't like or I don't want are somebody else's wants. That's somebody else's desire. They're some things that I like. I don't hate anything, but things I hate, they exist because that's someone else's desire. So if other people's desires can come true and show up as that, and my desires are also being born, and things are happening for me, and other people may not like whatever I'm doing, that's the variety and contrast is necessary, essentially. And there is, it kind of emphasizes how infinite everything is. Everything is infinite. Everybody's getting what they're asking for, even if they don't realize that they're asking for it. And through that is how the world happens. That's what the world is right now. Physical reality is a result of many people's wants and many people's don't wants. It's an energy freaking orb. It's an energy dome. This world is all energy, and all I have to do to achieve my dream life is to release resistant thoughts, and just all that means is not even all that means is allow myself to feel joy, allow myself to feel abundant, allow myself to feel whatever it is I want, feel wealthy, feel healthy, feel I don't know, physically fit, all these things. I just have to allow myself to feel it. Allow myself to feel it. Ask and it is given. If I'm feeling other things, that means that's what I'm asking for, because that's what my attention is on. And it said, the only thing ever hindering you is your resistant thoughts. And your thoughts are focused attention. And whatever your focused attention is, whether you want it or don't want it, that is what you are drawing to yourself. That is what you are allowing. So you can resist yourself and be like, I was resisting myself most of my life. I'm ugly, I'm worthless, and nobody loves me, and I'm a burden, and all these things that I believe to be true were my life story. And the moment that I chose to allow myself to feel beautiful and to feel wealthy and feel abundant and feel like my dreams are coming true, even though they weren't, none of that was happening, but I learned about the secret, so I started believing it. Within 2 months, my dreams were coming true. Well, within that moment, dreams started coming true, but my real big dreams that I thought were impossible started coming true within 2 months. And not even a year later, I moved to LA, when my first dream was just to visit. So
that's why like stuff like this is so important. And if this found you and you like clicked on this video and you wanted to watch it, it is likely something that will help you, because not everybody is like drawn to stuff like this. Not everybody can understand concepts like this or is willing to understand concepts like this. But even though it's presented in such like an avant-garde way, like it is so beautiful. Like the message is so beautiful and it's just so encouraging, and that's why it's like one of my favorite books ever. It's in my top 5 forever, and actually top 3, top 5, top 4. I just like have OGs and I'm like, this is just freaking incredible. Okay, I'm gonna read the next few chapters in another video, but let me know if you like this and if you're joining my book club, and also let me know what you think. Let me know if anything resonated or like opened your mind or like changed your perspective on something, because the first time I read this book, it literally, every time I read a book like this, every single page blows my mind. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh, like Monty makes fun of me for this, but like I'll reread a book and I'm like, oh my God. Right. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay. And like I'm being gagged literally every second. Every second I'm gagged. So get ready to be gagged and let me know if you got gagged, and if you did, let me know let me know what gagged you. Okay? I love you so much. What's her name? Like, what's this alter ego's name? I want to name her. I want to say Indigo, but this is not Indigo. I want to say, like, Smurfette, but, like, that's somebody else's name. What's her name? Okay, name her in the comments. I can't think. I love you. Let me know if you join.